Alright, only one branch left for this section. Pat.
No point in trying to make sense out of his story. It's still too early to say anything for sure. But a scout unit from the future? And it possesses my consciousness? The footage he showed us is allegedly from the future. If it's real, then how am I still alive 200 years from now? All I know for certain is that it's no ordinary scout unit. Back in the accord about the Chihiro. She was acting like a completely different person. Design engineer? Controlling the system? What was she talking about? Chihiro. What's even Natsuno-san? I'm not sure why, but I really want to hear her voice right now.
Oh,
could she still be at school?
Wait, this is why she stopped going to school, isn't it? Oh no, because she's stuck in... No! She's stuck in the future, dude.
No point in trying to make sense out of his story.
That's why they stopped seeing her.
It's still too early to say anything for sure.
No.
But a scout unit from the future?
Kitty.
Natsuno-san's over there.
Hello?
Oh, what do I do?
What's the hurry?
Miura-kun. BJ's gone. I'm pretty sure he's lost somewhere by himself. If he's caught, we'll never see him again.
All right. Let's split up and find him.
Okay. He couldn't have gone too far. Maybe he's inside one of the school buildings.
Okay, then you search the buildings. I'll search the campus perimeter.
Okay, I'm on it. Thanks.
BJ!
Did you see that flying RC thing?
It went back behind the North School building. Think it belongs to the radio club?
It was all boxy and weird shaped. Didn't look like a helicopter to me.
So it can fly. Behind the North building. That's where the old school building is.
Wild goose chase commence.
No sign of him. Sounds like rotor blades.
Hello.
Are you trying to draw attention to yourself? Natsuno-san's worried about you.
Hikaru Miura. I've been scanning for you from overhead.
Is what Sekigahara said true? Are you... me? ...
That's correct. I am Hikaru Miura.
At this point, nothing I hear should surprise me anymore. Why do you look like this?
When the world was destroyed, I died.
Oh, is this the Miura from a previous loop then?
Take your place and fight in the Sentinel. In order to do this, I was resurrected as an AI.
So you've been using a Sentinel to fight off those monsters. That's what you're looking for, right?
Correct.
Then how did your AI end up in this scout unit?
There was a malfunction in the Sentinel. So I uploaded a part of myself to this drone.
Click, click.
However, 72% of me is still wrapped inside the Sentinel.
Does Natsuno-san know that you're me?
We didn't get a chance to meet in the previous world. I'm very fond of Natsuno. It's best that she doesn't know.
If you're really from the future, then you must know. What's going to happen?
My experiences are all from past events.
Past events?
Time is relative. Even with future technology, time travel is impossible. We never traveled through time.
That's what I said earlier.
You're Keitaro Miura from the future, right?
I'm an entity that used to be Miura. Before you. I located the Sentinel. I can now access all logs.
So the rest of the footage is available.
Promise me. Before the final invasion begins, you'll research the logs and figure out a solution. Chihiro Morimura's plan. Operation Aegis. It will lead you all down a path of destruction.
Chihiro's plan?
Promise me.
Why are you asking me this?
Because I'll be gone soon.
No. BJ, no. Oh, hello.
Morimura-san,
Is all going as planned?
all issues have been resolved on my end. 4 sectors are ready for the final phase. The remaining one is at roughly 70%.
Sectors?
Their structures are similar to these colonies. So that's what I've been calling them.
So we'll have 5 sectors then.
I've chosen not to divide them based on orbital positions. Instead, I've separated them by historical eras. I've been meaning to ask, why don't we create a residential district of the present day?
The decision was made to start over. From a time before the world took such a terrible turn.
Before the nanomachine incidents?
Perhaps humanity tasted the fruit of knowledge too early. When it was being decided how far we should go back, we couldn't come to an agreement. So we ultimately settled on preparing residential districts by era.
I've always wanted to live in the 20th century before the war. So this works out perfectly. However, some resources of the era are quite old. Accurately reproducing them might pose a difficulty. I don't think I can do it with confidence.
That's fine. As long as our civilization survives, I'll be happy.
Once it's completed, just one district will be the size of a city. It'll have a bustling population of 1.2 million people.
We have more residential areas than we originally planned. Miss Karabe's hands are going to be awfully full.
I'm sure everything will be finished on time. I have to get back to work.
Understood.
This shit weird, dude. Oh, that's not the end of his, though. Oh, 5 updated? Holy shit. Chihiro Morimura 2188. I like her hairdo. When Keitaro Miura asks her why they didn't create a residential district of the 2180s, Morimura explains the decision was to start over from a time before the world took such a terrible turn. She also notes they couldn't come to an agreement as to how far they should go back, so they ultimately settled on preparing residential districts by era. Keitaro Miura is the architect of the sectors, the virtual residential districts. He calls them sectors since they're structured just like the 5 space colonies. He's always wanted to live in an era before the war. BJ. BJ's true identity is Kitaro Miura from the past world. The gate. There are 5 possible shift destinations: Sector 1 in the 2100s, Sector 2 in the 2060s, Sector 3 in the 2020s, Sector 4 in the 1980s, and Sector 5 in the 1940s. In reality, they aren't traveling to the past or future, but between each sector. I'm smart, I called that a couple hours ago, so it counts. Residential District Dome. 1.2 million people live inside of it. The sectors. Oh look, there they are. In 2188, the satellite orbiting Earth had 5 colonies called sectors. Since the residential zones that Kitaro Miura created for Project Arc are structured similarly to the colonies, they were also called sectors. Morimura, as well as other individuals involved with Project Arc, felt that humanity should start over from a time before the nanomachine incidents. However, they couldn't come to an agreement as to how far they should go back, so they ultimately settled on preparing residential districts by era, which is how the 5 sectors were born. I wonder if Amiguchi's in that middle section then, with, I wonder. Sector 1, a facility that simulates the years 2089 to 2109, is already in ruins due to the kaiju attacks and toxic levels of radiation. Sector 2, a facility that simulates the years 2049 to 2069. It's already in ruins due to the kaiju attacks. Sector 3, facility that simulates the years 2009 to 2029. It, too, is already in ruins due to the kaiju attacks. Sector 4, a facility that simulates the years 1969 to 1989. It is a peaceful place where the kaiju have not yet invaded. And Sector 5, that simulates 1929 to 1949, is also already in ruins due to the kaiju attacks. I see. Wait, I didn't look at the timeline. Where were we at? That first one was very early on. Where's the rest? Huh, there's something that happens in between this. I bet it's Shinonome, right? Or something? Dang, look how filled in it's getting, dude. Feels good, man. Oh, we can't get his last one yet either. Have to get Hijiyama, and for Hijiyama we have to do 8 other people. So it's like 8, 9. So it'll probably be like a pretty linear order at the end, but that's okay. And then he's like last, probably. Alright, let's do a Sekigahara. So, cryptic note is what I need to mess with.
These numbers are for the message service.
Right.
One says the user
Gotcha.
number, and the other is the password.
And no one's in the phone booth this time. Oh, here, let's clear the greens. No green!
That student I saw in front of the school gate. She's not Tsunomi Nami. She's likely already gone home by now. I'll have to wait until tomorrow morning. She seemed and she is if that.
No, I don't care enough to make you not green.
A girl, she must put this.
Okay.
So the numbers were for a message service. I wonder who would have left a message for me.
I did.
enter your user number. Please enter your password. You have 2 new messages.
Ooh, 2.
Hello, A. It's me. Turns out I was wrong. There are no outcomes where this ends well. My advice to you is to stop living in the past. You're responsible for your own future now. Hey, it's me. Well, you. I imagine you're pretty confused right now. Hearing this message, unable to remember a thing. So, I've entrusted a message to a good friend of ours. If you seek him out, you'll likely find him with Natsunomi Nami. Looks like I'm out of time. Above all else, finish the job. It's for your sake. Understood?
What does that mean?
Yeah, you could have made some better use of your minutes
Old-fashioned
there,
phone.
pal.
If that message from myself was true, then Natsunomi Nami is a key figure in all this. She may get me a step closer to recovering my memories. If I can really believe what I heard, that is. I guess I'd better get my hands on that data unit and find out. I'll do some investigating of my own on Minami. I just need to find her first. Now, how should I approach this?
You got branches? No.
I wouldn't mind having Fuyusaka tag along. She may even be able to help me find Natsunomi Nami. But I don't want to get her mixed up in all this. Wait a minute. When I met up with Fuyusaka this morning, a girl passed by and said she was going to the track room. Wasn't that Natsunomi Nami?
Go!
I'll wait for school to get out tomorrow. Then I'll head over to the track room.
Good plan, my man.
Fuyusaka's at the front gate. She's still waiting for me. Things might heat up again. I can't drag her into this. If anything were to happen to her, I wouldn't be able to forgive myself.
Cute. Uh-oh.
Fuyusaka wasn't kidding. They're crawling all over campus. I'd better stay out of sight.
Oh. He doesn't stay walked away. Okay. We'll go talk to Senpai, maybe.
They must be trying to pin me down here. Guess I'm steering clear of the track room for now.
You could get Fuyusaka to help, right?
Excuse me. Where can I find someone who's on the track team?
Oh, well, we're on the track team. Do you need something?
I'm looking for a student by the name of Natsunomi Nami.
Oh, Minami? She went for a run around the school. She hasn't come back yet. Yep, that's right.
Around the school. Got it. Thanks.
Why is this
An
green
outdated
again? Stop being green.
Not sh- That's...
Hello. Goodbye. Yuki? What you doing?
She's the one who delivered that package to me. The one that contained the message to myself. Looks like she goes to this school too.
Wait up!
Where'd she go?
Sneaky.
Is she messing with me? She's definitely up to something.
Where'd you go?
Not Tsunami Nami.
Bastard! Stay the hell away from Nachan!
Wait, Yuki-chan!
For what? This asshole just held a gun to your face!
Stop this right now, you two!
Fine. You seem to know who I am. Care to explain what's going on?
You really forgot everything, huh? Just like Shinonome. That's why I can't get a good read on you. Hard to tell whose side you're on right now.
You two. You lured me all the way over here. What are you planning?
Planning? I thought you came for him, right?
Him? That's what showed me the footage of myself.
Wrong. That's not the same one I gave you. That unit was a different one supplied by the SIU. They're the ones who had it say all those things.
SIU?
It's where those guys in black are from.
How do you... Just who in the world are you?
I'm Yuki. Yuki Takamiya.
Are you working with the SIU?
Strictly speaking, no.
Then why cooperate with them?
Got no choice. They're keeping tabs on Nachan.
So those black suits wanted me to see that footage. But why? Yuki Takamiya. She delivered the data unit to me near the riverbank. She seemed to have known me before I lost my memories. So this is it. This is the data unit I was told to seek out.
There's a message for you.
A message?
He asked me to show it to you. So, here it is.
Nachan.
Why? Why did you temporarily erase your memories? Was it because of me?
Yes. I can't let them get their hands on this information.
My partnership with Ida. My dishonesty. You knew all along. Didn't you, Miura?
You might not know this, but you're a terrible liar.
I guess so. Why didn't you show me the data after it was analyzed? Because you took pity on me?
Some things are best left unknown.
I disagree. I should know about my own past. No matter how terrible I was. Can you link me to the logs through this message?
Sekigahara.
Please, Miura. Show me the logs from 2188.
Who's the target? The leading figure in nanotech research. Chihiro Morimura. She's a former executive of Newman Inc. After she left the company, I allowed her to participate in Shikishima's project. The project was put on hold, but she continues working on it despite our warnings. Our company will suffer massive losses as a result. That's not the real reason. Excuse me. You pushed for the acquisition of Newman Inc. and that initiated a backdoor transfer of a large slush fund. What are you basing this on? Morimura's interstellar development project. It was one of 12 that were showcased for the acquisition. You used the project as a cover for the real use of your funds. But Morimura's actions threw a wrench in your plans. If an international agency were to catch wind of the situation, they'll definitely launch an investigation. And that will put you in danger of losing your position. Are you threatening me, Sekigahara? Like I'd waste my time. I'm an assassin, a professional. If I'm expected to perform my job perfectly, and I need every last detail on my target. Sector 4. It's another colony that's still under construction. You'll find her research lab there. I'll be heading into orbit myself next month for an inspection. I want the job handled by then, and be discreet. I've just sent over security details for Sector 4. You'll also find a security personnel ID for your use. Eliminate Chihiro Morimura and put an end to the project.
First, I'll have to confirm receipt of your payment.
He's a hitman?
What was all that about? Morimura's that one teacher, right? You came here from the future to kill her? But more importantly, the hell were you doing with that four-eyed bastard?
I'm an assassin? Morimura. So I really did do it. No. I wasn't going after Fuyusaka next, was I? And I've been lying to Miura. Was it about the change in command? No. That can't be right.
There you are.
Keeping an eye on me with your drone?
Finding you was simply a coincidence. Just like you, I'm now considered deceased. Ever since the battle in Sector 2, I've been in hiding.
So tell me, back on the battlefield in 2064, who used DD-426?
Someone did his research. Your Sentinel was the source of the infection. So the evidence suggests that you're the one who used it.
Guess that's how it looks.
I'm not sure who the real culprit is. However, Chihiro Morimura enacted Operation Aegis after we lost.
That's bad,
Isn't
right?
that why you're here? To see how things went in Sector 3?
What is Operation Aegis? Just look at this place. What the hell happened?
Sector 3 was used as a trial run of sorts. It was the only terminal tested on, but it was enough to activate the self-defense system. Sector 4 will be the real deal.
The 1980s.
Once all the terminals are sealed by the self-defense system, then Operation Aegis will be fulfilled. If that succeeds, we'll no longer be able to loop. And we can't let that happen.
Wait, that's what I've been doing in all the battles, though.
By loop, you mean going back in time, right? How is that different from shifting?
Well, this world was created only 15 years ago. You come from a different world, where the year is 2064. Your world never existed prior to 2049.
Never existed? But we're in 2025 right now, aren't we?
This is neither the past nor the future. That's how the 5 sectors were designed. They were created when you arrived from another world.
I've had enough of this crap. If there's really some other world, then prove it.
I take it you're aware of Miura's logs.
Logs?
Logs of the year 2188. I made an interesting discovery after studying the data myself. I learned that the real world is in 2188. We were meant to return there eventually. However, this world is destroyed before that time can come. A tragic incident indeed. Especially if it was the result of someone's careless actions. Our enemies, the ones we call kaiju, have one goal: to gain control over every mainframe in all sectors. Once that's accomplished, the 5 sectors will reset. This causes the world to be recreated, and that includes you. Morimura and I didn't exactly go back in time. We merely skipped the recreation. Didn't you deliver those pills to Morimura? For Izumi and Shinonome-kun? You and the others have no hope of fully recovering. However, there is a way for you to survive.
How?
I'll extract your data from before you lost your memories. Then I'll take it with me to the recreated world. That should stop the effects of DD-426.
Can you really do that? So then, what do you need me for?
To make sure we can loop, of course. I intend to stop Operation Aegis so we can start over again. And if I'm going to do that, I'll need your help. Still don't believe me?
Not really.
Well, you will once you see the logs for yourself. I need you to find Sentinel number 17. I know he made a copy of it. The data will be useful in the next world, so I'd like to get my hands on it. See that drone over there?
Drone? This thing?
Yes, but don't activate it just yet. That's no ordinary drone. It's him.
Miura?
It was before the Sentinels were randomly transmitted. He transferred himself into that drone and escaped. I managed to secure him in Sector 2. He doesn't entirely agree with my methods, though. As such, he's chosen not to cooperate. It would be best if you told him you saved him from me.
Come again?
You're going to convince him that you've saved him. Then, you'll retrieve the data from him.
You're asking me to lie to him?
He received command over Sentinel number 17 instead of me. I'm not exactly sure why, but he's the only one who can track and activate it. For your sake, cooperate. I'll ensure that Miura comes with us. Above all, this is for you and Shinonome-kun. Well then. You can't use the gate at school due to structural damage. I've set new coordinates further ahead. Feel free to use that one.
Hang on, I never—
To avoid suspicion, I'll have my men continue following you. They won't be aware of our plans, however. So try not to get caught. I'm heading back to Sector 4.
He's a schemer.
Sekigahara,
Hey, Miura. I'm glad you're okay.
Bleedloom. 9 files updated? Holy... Chihiro 2188 is a former executive of Newman Inc. and a leading figure in nanotech research. She has a research lab in Sector 4, which is a colony still under construction. Sekigahara. Before he lost his memories, Tetsuya Ida told him to deceive Miura to extract information if he wanted to stop the effects of GD426. In 2188, Sekigahara is an assassin hired by the 2188 Shikishima CEO Rinya Goto to kill Chihiro Morimura. In Rinya 2088, during the acquisition of Newman Inc., he used Morimura's interstellar development project as a front to hide a backdoor transfer of a large slush fund, then suspended the project to cover up the proof. However, Morimura's project was about to face another investigation by an international agency for project reevaluation. Shortly before the nanomachine infection began, Rinya Goto feared the investigation would shed light on where his funds went, so he hired Ei Sekigahara to assassinate Morimura and put an end to her project. Wouldn't that, like, still cause an investigation, though? Is this all happening because some dude was trying to launder money? Oh no. Under the SIU's orders, Yuki Takamiya hands over the scout unit to Ei Sekigahara, who had lost his memories. Pills! Sekigahara delivered these pills to Morimura in order to save Jiro Kurabe and Shinonume. Operation Aegis. When the Aegis system is activated for all terminals, the world cannot be restarted and you can no longer loop. Interesting. The kaiju invasions cause the world to be reset every 16 years. As a result, the students grow up and die before reaching adulthood, and are then born again to repeat the cycle. This cycle is what they call a loop. Once the kaiju gain control of every mainframe in all sectors, the world is automatically recreated as a new loop begins. What the fuck? 2025 invasion. Morimura used Sector 3 as a trial for Operation Aegis. She succeeded in activating the self-defense system of one terminal. We're doing a lot better than that. We got like 20 terminals so far. Here, wait. Where in the timeline are we at? Oh, pretty far down. Pretty far down. Almost at the start of the game. How far back was that flashback? It's before, it's probably really early on. Yep, very early. Ruined. Yeah, I think the final act is going to be pretty linear, I guess. I mean, that's fine. But it looks like people have like different gates of progress. Interesting, interesting. What's my overall at? 68. Nice. Well, not quite nice. Almost nice. Alright, that's it for today though. It's bedtime. We're getting there. Who's the lowest at this point? Hijiyama? Yeah, look at this poor boy. 42%. He has at least 3 more paths, but they're all locked until you have 8 other people above 80%. I'm close to that though. And then destruction, we're at 65. So is there going to be 3 areas then? 3 or 4? Depending on how many battles are in each. Because these two have had 10, and I'm going to be at like 70%. Well, I guess in this one too. So there's probably 4 areas. Maybe 3. This game fucking slaps though. And the pieces are beginning to fall into place? Beginning to. They're starting. Oh, what's this shit over on the... Wait, look on the right side. Is that what sector they happen in? It must be. 1, 2... Okay, that's what sector... I've never noticed that before. Interesting. Yeah, so it's the different sectors. Interesting. I had not noticed that until now. That's cool. Well, Sector 4 is the winner as far as screen time goes. It's got almost all of it. So everything's pretty decently filled in. There's pockets here and there, but the very beginning and the very end. And these ones don't even show up in any of the sectors, because they're in the real world. Is that new over on the right side? Maybe that's why I've never noticed it before. Sick!